So this is just a message that I have. Um, as y'all can see, my Cash App is in the title. I put my Cash App in the title for a reason, because I want to talk about a few things. I notice how, I do have a few people watching me. It ain't that many, but I have a few people who consistently show up to watch my live stream. And I notice how none of you guys ever make a small Cash App donation. You never make a small Cash App donation. Do you know how much time and energy it takes to make content? This takes a lot of time and energy, a lot of times that I don't have because I have a job. I have to go to work. So this is like a hobby. Coming up here talking about different issues that impact my life, that impacts me personally, this takes a lot of time and energy to do. It wouldn't hurt some of you guys to at least drop a dollar Cash App donation. It would not make or break any of you. Okay, I understand that a lot of people are struggling these days and all of that, but not everybody is cut out to come up here and talk. Everybody's not cut out for this. This is not for the faint in heart or for the weak. I'm telling you, social media is not for the faint in heart or for the weak. Not everybody can come up here and talk and really express themselves, because our educational system sucks. So not everybody has enough education or critical thinking skills to come up here and be able to express the things that I talk about. And listen, I'm not a great public speaker. I'm not. And sometimes I'm searching for words as I'm talking to you guys about different issues. I'm a writer. I'm a writer, but I'm not a great public speaker. But I am a great writer. Okay. Sometimes I take notes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I refer to my notes that I have taken. Sometimes I don't. So, it wouldn't harm any of you guys to drop a donation every now and then. It ain't like you giving me $500. It ain't like you giving me $40. The reason why I don't come up here and beg people for donations, I don't do that. The reason why, I'm gonna be completely honest with you when I tell you that. It makes you look weak when you have to come up here and beg people for donations. Today I have to pay my rent today, but I got the money. I got the money to pay my rent. I'm just saying, it makes you look weak when you have to come up here and beg people for donations. So I don't do that. I just go to work, and I come up with a way to get it done. I come up with a way to pay my bills. I go to work. And I'm glad that I do have a job. It's not paying me enough money, but I'm glad that I have a job, because a lot of people don't have jobs right now. Have you all seen this abysmal job market? Have you all just looked around? Some of y'all, that got it made, you got your own, business or whatever. Have you all just looked around at this abysmal job market and this abysmal pay that these corporations are giving employees? Have you all just paid attention to that? Because it's bad out here. There's a job shortage. There's a job shortage. There will be a food shortage as long as this illegal war with Iran continues. People don't want you to eat. People don't want you to be able to pay just for basic things in life. Folks done cut billions of dollars from SNAP, from healthcare, from, they've cut billions of dollars. And they're redirecting your tax dollars and my tax dollars to go commit atrocities against civilian populations in Iran and Cuba. And so, people are struggling now. I saw some candy at the store one day. It was a bag of Snickers for $9.47. And it wasn't a big bag of Snickers. It's the little small bite-sized Snickers. A bag. And it wasn't that big. The bag wasn't that big. $9.47. So, the least you guys can do, if you're gonna continue to watch me, maybe I don't entertain you the way that other content creators entertain you, but I'm not up here to entertain you. And also another reason why I don't get up here begging for donations is because I don't want anyone to misconstrue that you're going to be able to ask me out on a date in exchange for money. I'm not your whore. Okay? I'm not your whore. I wasn't put here to be your sex buddy. I'm just gonna, say it. I'm gonna say it. I wasn't put here to be your whore or your sex buddy. So I don't want you to think that, oh, you're gonna be able to worm your way into a date with me, and that way I'll be able to get some money out of you. Like, no, because I notice how and I'm just gonna be honest when I say men in Atlanta, a lot of men in Atlanta have a spirit of perversion. I'm just gonna keep it honest in the book when I tell you that. A lot of men in Atlanta, Georgia, in surrounding parts have a spirit of perversion. And so they don't want to help you. I notice how they don't want to help women. They don't want to help women, don't want to give no donation money to women, but they're more apt to give donation money to men content creators. They're more quickly to give men content creators donations before they would give a Black woman on YouTube making content. I noticed that. I do notice that. And so, because I just know a lot of Black males in Atlanta, Georgia, who a lot of whom watch my content, I know a lot of them have a spirit of perversion. And so they don't want to really help you unless they're getting something out of you. And you can't say I'm wrong. You can't say I'm wrong. And also, some of you probably done been told a pack of lies about me also by a certain person I used to deal with that I no longer deal with. Because a lot of you came over here to my page based on things you had heard about me. And so, recently he tried to worm his way back into talking to me and all of that. I didn't want to be bothered. Recently, he tried to worm his way back into talking to me again. I guess he thought that I was going to be talking to him again. I think that's what he thought. Give her some time to calm down. In the beginning of the year, she'll be back talking to me again. We'll be back talking again. That didn't work out the way he thought it would. So, before you listen to other folks, about me, you better get the full picture. You better get the full truth. Get the story. before you make assumptions about me. Get the story before you make assumptions about me. Don't believe what somebody tell you about me. Get the full truth, or whatever, before you believe people, because a lot of times people are bitter. They don't have uh any in good intent for you. They don't have good intent for you. They're bitter because they couldn't control you, because they couldn't have you. They're gonna dog you and talk about you and belittle you and make people think negatively about you because they couldn't have you, because they could not control you. They're gonna talk about you negatively to other men and turn other men against you. And and that's why it is so dangerous to not do your diligence when it comes to finding out who your enemies are. You need to know who your enemies are, because I'm gonna tell you, you can't bring everybody around your peripheral space. You can't bring everybody around your peripheral space. Everybody does not deserve close proximity in your life. And this doesn't mean you hate them. This doesn't mean that you have any sort of revenge against them, or you don't take out no revenge against them, because vengeance belongs to the Lord. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Vengeance is mine. I will repay, said the Lord. You don't take out any vengeance on them. What you do is pray for them. You pray for them. That's what you do. Don't hold any unforgiveness in your heart. Don't hold any bitterness or any revenge in your heart. You just know that you can't deal with certain people. You just know that you cannot be around certain people. You just know that you just have to stay away from certain people. It's just that simple. It's really that simple. You have to stay away from certain people because they don't mean you any good. They don't have good intentions for you. So, it wouldn't hurt you guys to give me some donations every once in a while. Help me out. Maybe I will bring better content to you if you would drop me some donations. Maybe I would bring better content to you. Because I'm going to tell you, this takes a lot of time and energy to do this. To come on here and just speak for almost 18 minutes or 20 minutes or 28 minutes or 30 minutes. That takes a lot of energy. Time and energy. A lot of times that I don't want to give to social media, but I do it to bring awareness to people. Even though YouTube shadow bans me. YouTube has shadow banned me. I want y'all to understand, YouTube has completely shadow banned me, my content. And I am not monetized. I'm not monetized. In fact, YouTube demonetized me about 3 years ago. So, drop a few dollars every once in a while. Y'all, you coming in my chat room all the time, want to have a conversation with me, at least drop a few dollars. My Cash App is at the top, it's right there. Have a great day.